EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. You look at this Browns defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's bolted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Nixon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Russell. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The throw out line going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll buy some time right. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And they get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He completes it to Hunter. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His second. Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On first down, Russell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, Nixon. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Russell, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now they'll shift things around. They'll run on first down. It's Chapman. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Chapman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Dancing to his left. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Chapman. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Chapman, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nixon. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Put him down. Stop him at the 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And even 100 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd down and 3. Up the middle they go. Russell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now. It's Russell, and he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
This could be the turning point.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Chapman. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On 2nd down, it's Chapman, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Off play action, Nixon. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Nixon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ortiz. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it? As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week. Boss man. Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football. Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game. Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan. No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
33, Broncos 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.